show you how to set up the ladder system with the game animation sample. Now I have a fresh game animation sample project here, and all I did was just migrated advanced ladder system folder in here. So let's first set up some scenes. Get this guy here. I'm gonna copy this over here. I'm gonna grab one of the ladder. I'm gonna rotate it, put it in place, just so we can test it out. Sounds good. Okay, so we can test that. Next thing I want to do is I want to find where this character is that we spawn. So it should be under blueprints, and that's the character that we want. So I'm just going to load it up. And first thing I'm gonna do is go under class settings and add a DPI ladder interface. Compile and save, and now we're gonna copy some stuff from our ladder. So advanced ladder system, demo, UE5, third person, blueprints, and we want this guy. So first thing we want to do is get the interface stuff, which should be this up here. So I'm just gonna copy this, just paste it here. Go. Now next thing, I'm gonna create this variable, and I'm gonna create this variable, and these are our enter ladder and exit ladder events. So now we have that set up. Next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna modify the inputs a little bit. So this is for movement on the ladder. So I'm just going to copy this part here. And what we need is, so we have movement input and movement input world space. I don't know what this is, but we're gonna copy both of these. Well, we're just gonna not copy, but just create some room so we can do the logic here basically. So let's just paste the stuff that we set up first. I need some room for this, so I'm gonna paste the logic that we had before, and I'm gonna disconnect this guy, and I'm gonna put a sequence here. If you hold Alt and actually if you press S and then left click, then you spawn a sequence. So the first one, I'm gonna need some room here, so I wanna copy, paste this one as well. Let me just grab some. So I'm gonna grab this guy here first. Put this a little bit up here, just so we see what's going on. So we have the first one here, and the second one is going to be this guy. So in case we have the ladder, basically what we're saying is if we're on the ladder, then we're gonna do this input, and if we are not on the ladder, then we are going to do this other input, so this one, Y. And we also need to, get this Y axis as well here. So from the Y axis, we need an input here, and that's going to be this guy. There's no way to make this look nice and shiny, but bear with me. And the second one is, so if we are on the ladder we will do nothing, and if we are not on the ladder then we will enable this symbol. So there we go, that's for this one. So we're gonna do the same thing for this one. I'm not sure exactly what the hell does this other guy do, since there's two inputs, but we're just going to do the same thing that we do here. So I'm just gonna copy all of this and this, so just copy that. Move this a bit down, paste it here. There we go. And I don't want it to go like this, I want it to be in a sequence. So this is the X, and the X should go like this, and the Y should go here. So if we're not on the ladder, we're gonna do the Y. But if we are on the ladder, then we're gonna do this one. So something like that. So that's for the inputs. Let's see, what else do we need? So we have this we don't need. Jump. So we need this for the jump action. So I'm just gonna copy this as well and find the jump action here. It's right there. Just gonna make some room again. Paste it here. So same thing. So first thing we want to ask if you are on the ladder. If you are not on the ladder, then continue whatever this logic was, because we're not interested in this. We're only interested in what happens if you are on the ladder, which is the one above. So there we go. Compile and save. And I think that's about it. I'm not gonna bother with sprint. So I do believe we did copy all of it. Okay, so next thing I'm gonna go to Advanced Ladder System, Animations, UE5, and I'm gonna select all these animations. And I'm just going to make sure that the skeleton for this animations and is the one, the UE5, that's in the, so games, characters, UE5 mannequins, so one in the game animation example. Just want to make sure it uses that one. It's the same skeleton, it's just a precaution to sort of use that one. And let's quickly test it out. So it is, but you can see that it's rotating like this. That's because game animation sample has two states. So this one is sort of turned towards whatever the hell it is you're looking at. And if you press the middle mouse button, it switches to another state. So basically, if we enter in this state, if we enter, then we can see that the ladder is working and we're climbing. So we need this state when we enter the ladder. And the way we get that is so if we see here the middle mouse button is want to strafe. Basically that's the what we want. So I'm gonna copy this. I'm going to go out here and I'm gonna paste that here. And I'm gonna say wants to strafe is false. I believe it's false. We'll see when we play. And then when we exit, I'm gonna set it back to true. Now this logic, you may want to first check what state you entered in and then set it according to that when you exit. I'm not gonna bother with that right now. Just make sure that you're in the state. Press, and as you can see, it does move. Now you can see the hands are kind of like in the air. That's because this model, I don't know what the hell he's doing with the animations. This model, because the ladder wasn't made for this model. But if we switch to our Maddie from Unity 5, you will see that it actually works normal. So the hands are normal. One thing you will notice is that you see he's sort of like twitching, like he's on IK. Which ladder doesn't need the IK for this guy. So that's because the animations in this example are basically being retargeted to all the characters. So all the characters are using some sort of a live retargeting, right? And that's causing this twitching from my guess, basically. So if you want, depending on your character, basically, I'm assuming that you will have your own character in your game, so if you don't have live retargets, and I'm assuming you won't, because that's just costly, and you're just paying for it for no reason, so it should work okay. Yeah, that's it. That's how you set it up. Enjoy!